Welcome back, folks, to Tales of Equestria, the Crystal Book and the Black Coin. I am your host and DM, Lord Lucan, and let's go ahead and start from right to left. Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself. Starting with Dare Kitty.
Hi, I'm Dare Kitty. I'm playing a cat named Keb. He is, just showed up one day at the School of Friendship and has been taking lessons ever since. Summer Breeze?
Well,
Never mind.
that is still up in the air. We will be determining the exact nature of the character shortly. Certainly some interesting options here, so we'll get back to you once those have been determined.
Goat.
Hello, I am Goat. Hang on.
Sorry, folks, we might be having a little bit of a technical error. Goat, we'll be coming back to you, okay?
I am back, actually.
Oh, there we go.
Right as you say that. I am Goat. I am playing a diamond dog named Scotty. They resemble a husky. And I'm actually finishing it up right now.
Awesome.
Yeah, but they resemble a kind of husky-looking diamond dog. They are kind of burly in their form. And they've reasons for coming to Equestria are currently unknown, but they've enrolled in the School of Friendship just to try it out.
So all the new people, you are definitely going to be coming in as a student in the School of Friendship and Twilight Sparkle's School of Friendship. That's where you will be starting off. And that is correct, yes. Those are allowed as well, as long as it's in-game. Yep. Seto, go ahead.
Hello, I'm Seto, and I'll be playing a unicorn named Dreamsicle. Joined the School of Friendship because I want to make friends.
Makes sense to me. Becky?
Hello, so my name's Becky. My pony is called Goldie Drops. She is a unicorn. Her family work on the waterfalls in Canterlot, and she's got magic hair. she's got hair that can make shapes and can be used like a rope, things like that, so it comes in handy. That's it.
And Storm.
Hi, my name is Storm ElfGamer82, also you can just call me Storm. And I am playing as a zebra named Oska. And I am a zebra from the north that comes down to Equestria to explore because of my father. Just to see what friendship is all about that he's been hearing about, so he's kind of new. So I'm interested. He's interested.
Excellent. Who would like to recap what happened last time?
We were in a well.
Is that all that happened? Surely there's more than that.
So we were searching for Fluttershy's animals because they got scared off by what's the name of it? A goat? No, a shadow. So we've found a few of them, but we've now fallen down a well, and this well is around the well. Before we fell in, everything was dead. There was 2 trees that were dead, and it was quite spooky, and we fell in, and it's very dark and there are some pictures on the wall, and they look like the main 6 with the elements of harmony, only they're not happy. They're like the opposite of that, and that's kind of where we are right now.
Excellent. So we open up a scene with our main original cast. This is a role-playing opportunity. This is like a dark time where our characters have literally fallen down a well. I will turn it over to you guys as we have our other players still get set up. This is a role-playing moment. You guys see the cave murals all around. Who was it that heard voices in their head?
Don't think it was me.
I don't think it was me either.
Who critically succeeded on the mine? Someone did.
One of us. It might have been me.
Nobody did. Nobody did. That's fine.
No,
That's fine.
okay.
You don't remember. That's fine. This is where I turn it over to you guys to discuss your current predicament. Poor Opal is drenched, and so are you. And she looks up at you pathetically and just meow. I turn it over to you.
Can we see the pet that we came to find?
Yes. Opal is a white cat with a purple bow tie in her hair. She looks sad, wet, and pathetic.
I'm going to go over to her and try to pick her up and dry her with my hair, which is also wet, so it probably won't go well, but we'll try.
She's wet and cold and scared. She allows you to pick her up, but you only get her more wet as you just wash, wash, wash.
I just comfort her and let her know that, I just hold on tight to her and just let her know that we're here to help.
Kev is jealous of the domestic pet cat getting attention, and he goes over to Goldilocks and nuzzles her, trying to get attention also.
Stick a hoop out and just pat your head to give your head a little stroke. From a distance, stretched out, because I'm not quite sure how you'll react to that.
He allows this.
So obviously we've got a little bit of light with the my unicorn horn. What can we see?
You appear to be in a wet cave. Murals are illuminated from your glow. In the distance you see what appears to be a dark cavern off to the right-hand side. It appears to go further down. Someone, I'm not sure who, heard voices in their head. Those voices quieted.
So what do you think we should do?
Climb back up.
Sure, why didn't I think of that? How are we going to get back up? How high is the fall? How deep are we in the well?
You're not quite sure, but you're pretty confident that you fell 50 feet.
Oh,
Good.
I don't think my hair's that long. Have you got any rope on you?
I just have the whip the spiderweb whip. But no other rope. Because I thought we were going to go to the store but it wasn't open.
Yeah, that was really bad luck.
I got Nelson.
Maybe you could use the whip and try and stick it to the wall.
I'm rolling a percentage die. Wait, I don't think that's how it works. Just a second.
Yeah, it should be 0-0 if that was the case. Yeah. Okay. Store's not
Okay,
open.
That's a better. Oh, good. I just failed whatever
Yep.
he was
Store's
rolling
not
for.
open. Store's still not open.
Okay. If we investigate the artwork, is there any way to see when, like, who made these murals?
Sure, go ahead and roll me a mind.
I don't mind if I do.
Old? You're very confident that they're old.
Hey guys, these look old.
It's very accurate. That statement is incredibly accurate.
Yep. From all my travels, I can tell this is old. Yep. Old.
Oh, just to let you know, I've gone with force field for my third talent.
Which gives me a 10.
Do you do anything else as you examine the murals?
May I touch it?
You may, yes.
I would like to touch the mural.
You touch the mural. It is cold to the touch. Damp.
They're cold and damp.
It is a wet cave, after all.
Oh, I thought we were in a dry cave.
They look to be all sad in different ways. Could this be the opposite of the elements of harmony? Like an anti-harmony?
Disharmony?
Disharmony?
Disharmony.
It's young.
Like anti-harmony.
We could go with anti-harmony, or we could use the actual word disharmony.
Wasn't character.
You and your words.
They're all made up.
Yeah, let's go with that. But why? Why would anybody draw pictures of disharmony? Nobody wants that.
Apparently someone does.
Maybe it's their own canon. Maybe they made their own ships. Maybe it's an alt fan fiction. We have encountered fan fiction in this cave. Ancient fan fiction.
Oh dear.
Seto, anything you would like to add or do or make fun of?
I'm gonna walk over to the Twilight statue or looking thing. Twilight looking.
Roll me a mind. Dreamsicle. You hear a voice in your head. And it says one word. Help.
Guys,
Mm-hmm.
did you guys hear something?
No.
I heard someone say help.
How? I'm gonna run over and touch the one at the top with the cowboy hat on.
Roll me a mind. It's cold stone. Old, cold, wet stone.
I see you found cold whetstone also.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure you heard something?
Why would I lie?
Okay.
Oh my goodness, they're multiplying.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that.
Well, this is cool and all, but I don't want to be in the water anymore. Can we get out of here, please? It's cold. I want to go home.
Okay.
I want to go home. I want to lie in the sun. I want to be warm. I don't like it here.
Can I check one more too?
Yes.
Alright, I will go towards this one. If I can. There we go.
No, you failed.
And I will touch it
Sure, go ahead.
if I can get my character sheet. Yes, this is too cold.
Yep. And you quickly discover that it is cold, wet stone. Perhaps you heard nothing.
Mm.
Well, it looks like our only way out is through that dark tunnel.
What does the party do?
Keb is in favor of going to the dark tunnel to get away from this cold place.
Okay, I'm up for that.
Does the party continue into the depths?
Yeah.
Why does he always have to sound so ominous? Like, oh, okay, so I see you choose death.
What does the party do?
We go down the tunnel, and I think if are we all good with that?
Excellent.
Said, are
Yeah.
you cool with going down the dark tunnel to death?
Can I do one more touch?
Yeah.
I'll touch the Fluttershy one.
Go ahead.
Said,
Give me a
are
mind
your
roll.
character very handsy?
Silent.
Excellent. You realize that wasn't the stone that was talking to you, but a mental link. Something is talking to you mentally. Deeper into the tunnel.
Not again.
We should go. Like,
Go where?
deeper.
Okay.
You go deeper into the tunnel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and place yourselves here. And before you stands what appears to be some sort of barrier. Fungi illuminate the area. There seems to be some sort of blockage. Whatever mental connection is beyond at this point. And this is where we turn it over to the other party.
Uh-oh.
Dun, dun.
Yeah,
Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Above, wandering the force.
I believe I am.
Go ahead and move it over. We see our secondary party. Guiding our secondary party is some sort of pig. You have been tasked by find the other group. Who is this? This would be Athena, Goat, and Storm. Are you guys ready?
Okay.
Indeed.
Ready?
I'll actually be done with the coloring for Scotty in just a few moments, so yeah, I'm ready.
You approach what appears to be a well, guided by this pig. You find Owlicious, Wyona, Tank, and Gummy.
Interesting.
They seem nervous as they
Okay.
huddle around the well. Wyona whines. Tank hovers and flies around, and Gummy chews on the nearest stick. Owlicious comes up to you. Go ahead and place yourselves.
Where the green square is, or
That's correct. The green scare. Oh,
all right.
still need the pig. There's pig.
There is no pig.
The pig with a lie.
There was never any pig. The pig never existed.
Around.
Pig was a figment of your imagination all along.
I
It was a symbol of the
hallucinating.
hopelessness of life.
Sure.
Wow.
If that's one way to interpret it.
The futility of existence. You will simply
Futility of
feed
existence.
another.
How we are just pawns in some other person's game. Quite literally.
No. My character has free will.
That's a big assumption right there.
My character
almost like
has
some-
the spirit of overconfidence.
The pig
My
grunts at you
character has free
approvingly.
will as long as the map has been created that I want to will to.
I hope so.
The pig grunts at you approvingly. Before, itching and scratching itself.
I'm going to pet the pig.
Grunts in pleasure as you do so.
All right, wonderful.
So we just see Gumpy and all the other animals just around this well.
Yep. Gummy's
I kinda-
sticking everywhere. Everybody seems worried and concerned. They're all looking down. A tablet is before you.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm going to go over to the tablet, I suppose, then. Since they seem to be interested in the whole affair.
You read upon it.
Yes.
Down below is a secret I must keep. Darkness drowned, and therefore must sleep. 6 above, and 6 below there must be. Gifts given from the fruits of the poisoned tree. Planted, broken, and remade by friendship. Guide you are seeking apprenticeship. A test, a trial, a book of crystal shall be made. But there will be a coin deadlier than nightshade.
Ah, so there must be balance in the force. Very good. So a test. But what kind?
What kind of test is this?
Well, that's what we're trying to work out. I need to read this in more detail. Try and determine what it's actually suggesting. Of course, they can't ever write anything in nice, clear, concise, and direct terms. Oh no. All of these manuals must come in the long format, hard to understand riddle design.
Excellent.
I mean, it'd be simpler if you went to IKEA and just got instructions, right?
Beep beep.
Well, yeah, but then you have to try to put together the riddle yourself. And usually you're going to miss one or two, fall apart, As soon as you try to put something on it, then when you get to the test, it's going to be terrible because it's going to collapse the moment you try to actually use it.
What does the party
What
do as
was
they
the
approach the
Alan
well?
Wayne?
Focus.
What?
Focus. What does the party do as you approach the well?
Oh, is there any way I can take a copy of the inscription?
Yes. It is in the text. Off to the side.
Well,
I will look.
two,
Yeah.
but I was actually wondering if my character could basically get a copy to take with them. Because when we end up back at the school or something else, it might be really good to get a second opinion on what in the world this means.
Goat, Storm,
Maybe some-
what do you do?
Well, I was gonna say, maybe somebody back there and assigned us to this task might give us some information about this riddle.
You have been tasked but to find the pets of the main 6 and bring them back safely.
Okay.
4 of them are here. Strangely, there's a pig that guided you here.
Yes, and we shall continue to follow the pig if it leads further. Or at least
Well,
I-
Appreciate the pig for leading us this way, and I give it a pet.
The pig sniffs the tablet, grunts, and then begins to wander off.
Wait, pig! We need direction!
It oinks. Oink, oink, oink. And continues wandering off.
I see.
We don't need the pig no longer. You have I that can guide you.
Scotty
Yeah.
went over to the well.
I am Oscar.
Not to, offend or anything, but I'm not entirely sure about your leadership in this case.
Fair enough.
And let's see. I think Scotty is going to take a rock and drop it in there.
You hear a splosh at the end. Party 2, you hear a splash behind you.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Party 1, yep.
Is someone trying to communicate with us?
They have said nothing. Down the well.
Well, I was about to say, Scotty is going to say, "Is anyone down there?"
Down below, you hear a voice. Roll mind as you have gone further down into the cave.
Did anybody bring 50 feet of rope?
I do not have any rope on me.
That is unfortunate.
If they down there, don't worry. I have a good way to get down there real quick.
Oh, great.
That's so. No.
What do you do?
Well, what is this way? You want to get down there real quick.
They kind of blink at you before they're like, "Oh, right. Not no. Well, I'm Diamond Dog. What do Diamond Dogs do?"
Well, that seems to depend on who you ask.
They just kind of smack their face. "We dig!" And then after that, Scotty's just going to start digging, like, right here. Downwards.
Oh, I like this fella.
Excellent. Roll me a mind, Scotty.
Sure. Oh!
Oh, yeah. You avoid the sun drop and dig around it. You can actually start splitting up the party now. Goat's right here. So Breeze is right there.
So I'm over in this like spot.
Becky is right here. Oop, nope, right there. Seto is down here. Where did Derek Kitty go? Derek Kitty dropped off. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello.
Who am I missing?
Oh. Why did it drop me off? I'm back.
Okay,
I
there
don't
we
know
go.
why.
There we go. Becky should be right here. Perfect. The party is split up.
Yay.
3 separate maps.
I assume they would follow me down, but
Well done, us. We split the party immediately.
Woohoo.
Well,
So below,
I mean-
right, Scotty, you see what appears to be mirrors. They're made out of stone, and you can hear splashing down the way. Roll me a mind. Oh, you already did. You know that you are hearing some sort of creature that has a telekinetic bond. You can hear it saying one word: help. What do you do?
is everything
I
okay
mean,
down there?
I was going to wait for everybody else to come down first.
Are you digging a tunnel for everybody to climb down?
Yeah, that was my intention.
Excellent. Everybody, I assume everybody's following?
Yes.
Yes, I suppose we can go down.
Okay.
Well, it is safe, so why not?
Well, maybe for
Not-
now.
It's not straight down either. It's kind of at a slant because, that's what you're supposed to do.
That was the mind roll. You would have came out right here, but you're fine.
Gotcha.
Right.
Cool.
Down the ways, you can hear other party members splishing and splashing. Need everyone to roll me in mind as you guys finally discover each other. Hopefully. Everybody rolls 1. Nobody sees nothing. Yes.
Do I roll too?
Yep, everybody
Or-
rolls. Everyone.
Mine.
I'm critting and I just
Look at all
suck.
these crits. Look at all these crits.
Oh, that's right. You got that.
Excellent. Everybody is together now. There we are. Okay, everybody place yourselves as the group greets each other. These are familiar faces. You guys have been to the Twilight School of Friendship and Magic. These are all familiar faces as you meet each other here in the cross section.
Hey,
Growing mushrooms. Okay, cool.
Oh, other fellow ponies.
These
Lovely
guys.
to see you in a very damped and very wet place down here.
you're looking slightly less wet than we are. How did you get down? I'm guessing you didn't fall.
No, falling would be a bad idea. We walked. Essentially, there's a hole over there now that goes down at a passable angle. A little unstable in a few places. I keep your host about you.
Okay.
Scotty, Goldie, Dreamsicle, you guys are all aware that there is someone crying for help behind the barrier.
There is someone crying for help behind this barrier.
Somebody's
really?
crying on the other side.
Yeah.
And what
Then we must go and save.
do we see what's in front of us, like blocking our path there?
It appears to be a rock slide. Something or someone has obviously made a rock barrier here. Roll me a mind as you attempt to identify the cause of it.
Alright.
That's grit.
Grit.
Oski. Right? Oski.
Oska.
Oska. You are aware, Oska, you are aware that someone had struck it with lightning.
Hmm.
You are 50 feet beneath the surface.
Do I see how big the rocks are?
Some of they vary greatly. This appears to be some sort of collapse. You see boulders, you see pebbles, you see everything in between.
And they don't look very heavy, right? Or is there a way we can remove these rocks some way?
Yes, you could, but it will take time.
I can help out with that. I can see if I can move the boulders out of the way.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me a body as you attempt to move the barrier. I guess this would be your special talent as well.
Yes. I walk beside them, like, let me show you how we can remove traps like these and bear blockades. And don't worry, on the other side, I will help you. So I roll body and my special talent.
So they should be connected. Yeah, just roll your special talent.
Okay. 3.
Wow.
There you go.
Nice.
Tell me how you remove the barrier.
So I'm just doing them one by one, picking them with my hooves, and then just putting them to the side very quickly. Ugh. Ugh. Just picking them up neatly,
The path
just
is
putting them on the side, and then just picking up another one. And like, there's no sweat coming out of him or anything.
Nice work.
Why, thank you.
Can I investigate the mushroom?
You may, yes. You think that it might be a lantern shroom.
Cool. Can I take Can I take a part of the lantern shroom and use it as like a light source?
Yes, you may.
Yeah.
What does the party do? As Oske clears a path for you.
Go through and see what's down there.
I say that we keep going ahead.
How good is
crying down here?
How good is the lighting situation?
Currently it's fine. It is illuminated by mushrooms and unicorn horns.
You can take some of the mushroom and use it like a lamp.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I'll stick some on the head there.
Do you do so?
Yeah, absolutely. Just rub the antlers up against it. Should pick up a large quantity of glowing mushroom.
Excellent. Are you ready to continue?
Yes.
We enter into the next area. This is a great dome, interior dome, Floating high above, you see what appears to be these floating tentacle creatures.
They're just floating?
Yeah, in the air.
Just floating.
Just
Just
floating.
floating. Okay.
How high?
This is a huge dome area, so it'd be anywhere between 20 to 30 feet up in the air.
Can I identify the creature?
You may, yes. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Where my roll at?
I hope it's not that one.
Oh yeah, I did another one.
Would you like to
Yes, please.
reroll that? Okay.
Yes, please. Especially since you ask, so because that's always DM for get better.
Yes. You've heard of these creatures. Tell me where you've learned that these are Flumphs.
These are Flumphs. I have heard that these are Flumphs from tales from Equestria, from my grandmother.
You know that Flumphs are generally kind and friendly creatures with surprising intelligence. They look like floating jellyfish with glowing tentacles and have boggy, goggly eyes at the ends of two long eye stalks. At the top of their heads, they can speak to other intelligent creatures through telepathy. The Flumph's tentacles glow with different colors based on their mood, normally a soft blue for contentment. But if you see one that is glowing red, beware. They have a nasty shock. They're currently glowing red.
These are Flumphs. They're glowing red. They are angry. We should be careful.
Well, maybe we can calm them down?
Well, what is driving them to be angry was the important question then.
You hear that, once again, help within your mind.
Help the Flumphs. Well, maybe so. Since apparently they do have that ability. Can I project loudly in my mind the simple question, how?
Sure.
Let's see if I can get a response.
Go ahead, roll me a mind.
Oh, okay.
They're attempting to communicate with an alien mind. Four.
Curse these early game rolls.
They begin to soften into a yellow shade, from red to yellow. They say, "Help us! Help! Help! Help us!"
Is there anything obvious in the cave that is agitating the Flumphs?
Nothing that you can see currently.
Well, I'm going to wander around the perimeter then and see what I can see.
Excellent. Position yourself. What are you attempting to do?
Well, I'm attempting to identify anything that's bothering the Flumphs.
If it's here, it's no longer here. That critical success,
Okay.
you're pretty sure whatever is bothering them is not currently here.
Interesting. Okay.
What does the rest of the party do? As I don't know, do you tell your fellow team members what you're attempting to do? Pinnacle?
Sure, I will, tell them more or less. Try to talk to the Flumphs, ask them how to help them. Doesn't appear to have had much effect, except to make them a little less agitated. You'll notice their color has shifted slightly. But they didn't tell me anything about how to actually help. And a quick tour of the room here shows no sign of any threat or irritant that would be causing this. So I think we're still stuck trying to determine exactly what we're supposed to do to help these poor creatures. Anybody else hearing anything in your head other than help?
Can I try to communicate with them and ask them, do you normally live here?
Sure. Roll me a mind.
Okay, rolling. Oh.
Would you like to re-roll that?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Can I
ouch.
re-roll?
So you've already done so. You've already spent a token of friendship to reroll. Unfortunately, you got, once again, another one.
The universe is against you.
The universe, fate is against you. The Flumphs turn red, and they start saying, once again, help, help. They begin floating higher up.
What did you do?
I just asked if they normally live here. Maybe I didn't say it loud enough.
I think maybe in the minds it said too much. Too loud.
You managed to piss them off, so that's good. Yeah.
They seem to be angry.
Seb, what do they eat?
I don't. Let me try to remember if I know what they eat.
So I'll try to remember that too from, let's see,
Do I remember?
class.
All right, you are aware that they feed off the mind. So you guys just being currently present there is feeding them.
They're eating our brains.
Oh, great. So if we aren't feeding the changelings our love, we're feeding the Flumphs our thoughts. This is better.
A flump feeding off of your mind doesn't hurt you in any way. In fact, it's barely noticeable. So as you are psychically connecting to it, you're actually feeding them.
Huh. Well, let's think happy thoughts at them then. Maybe that will calm them down at least. So we're going to see if I can come up with some positive meditative thoughts.
Okay.
What does the party do?
I will as well.
As well.
Sounds like you guys are assisting each other.
Yeah.
You get an upgraded dice.
Yeah.
So you have to declare what you're attempting to do with an upgraded dice, and then roll it.
Well, I did declare. I said I was basically attempting to have positive meditative thoughts to give something tasty for the Flumphs to feed on, I guess. As long as it isn't going to cost me anything, that's fine.
So roll off.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh, well, that's not good.
That's a crit. Go ahead and upgrade it.
Oh, wow.
It's a roll off.
Oh,
Don't suppose I get to continue to use the upgraded die.
It's continued upgraded. It is continued upgraded.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, dang it.
Excellent.
I misclicked.
With your... I'll take the 4.
Yeah,
Or do you
the
want to
four's
take the
good.
upgrade?
No, the 4's better. We'll stick with that.
Wait a second. Which one is it?
Well, the upgraded one, the one that would be the D8, so that's the one.
Okay. Would you like to re-roll that?
Yeah, I probably should at this point. God. I can't believe this. There.
Excellent. Once again, they turn back to yellow. I obtain 1 token of darkness.
Indeed.
You advance slightly. It's kind of like a back and forth pool with these guys, apparently.
So it would seem. All right, everyone, take deep breaths, nice positive thoughts. We don't want to agitate the Flumphs anymore. If we're going to help them in any way, we need to have them in a good state of mind, which is a reflection of our own states of mind.
So what is everyone else doing? While Pinnacle is attempting to communicate, what is everyone else doing? The Flumphs continue to shift back and forth from red to yellow spectrum.
I'll
What is
slowly
everyone else
walk
doing?
around the edge to see if I can see any tunnels or anything.
Roll me a mind as you're glancing around. Joy Drop, you easily spot the tunnel at the very back. Also, you notice that this is a natural cave, connected to some sort of system.
Can I pass the lumps?
They do not bother you. They're currently yellow and seem to be passive. You also notice slime trails on the walls. The Flumphs clearly did not make those, as they are floating creatures, and they do not leave slime trails behind.
I'll let everybody else know that there's these slime trails and that there's a tunnel at the opposite end and that the cave does seem to be natural.
Fascinating. Anybody have any idea what leaves a trail like this? And do they eat Flumphs?
Can I... would I know?
I mean, there's one way to find out with a mind roll.
Mind. Okay. Oh. I'm not a smart pony.
Would you like
Oh
to
my
keep
God.
this?
No, I'll reroll.
Okay. Give me a second here. Let me see the creatures. Yes, you are aware that bone slugs leave behind these trails.
Bones looks... So I'll just let everyone know that.
Not quite sure what they are and don't remember much about them, but you know their name. They're bone slugs.
Dream, Oscar, Scotty, do you want to do anything?
Just I'm gonna keep going down to the other side.
Yeah, let's get
Towards
going.
the edge.
The Flumphs allow you
Okay.
to pass unharassed.
Before I go, can I ring the wind chimes for the Flumphs, please?
Are you attempting to calm them?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a charm, right?
It is. Give me a second. Let's look at the item.
Wait, no, I think it's a mine. Wait, no. What?
It is a charm.
Charm.
And it happens. Yep, it just happens. There's just a DC.
Okay.
Give me a second here. Charm. 1, 2, 3. Upgraded. Okay. 2 of them turn blue. One remains yellow.
Hey.
They skipped green.
It's only red, yellow, and blue.
Okay.
So currently, this one up top is blue. This one is currently yellow. This one is currently blue. As they listen to your melody, they seem to calm down.
Yay.
They continue to watch you with their floating, stocky eyes, just watching you.
Before we go into the tunnel, does anyone else want to do anything?
I'm going to see if I can communicate the idea of follow to the Flumphs.
Sure. This guy doesn't want to do anything.
Nope.
Right, and 8.
Oh, I guess not.
They just continue to float there, like quivering.
Okay.
Can I ask them if they have seen any bone slugs?
Sure, go ahead and roll me a mind as you attempt to communicate with them. They tell you to. They tell you once again, help, help, help.
Okay. Cool. I'm done.
All right, let's head for the other tunnel then.
Do you descend
behind
into
you.
the depths? Does everyone descend into the depths?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I
Mhm.
You enter into an area where bone slugs are currently munching on the moss and algae of this place. You place yourself here at the entryway.
Yeah, magic ecologies are weird.
The bone slugs turn and look at you slowly, and then continue to eat their moss.
So what do we know about bone slugs?
Yeah, I was gonna say. What? Who does know more about bone slugs?
Well, I'll attempt to come up with something here. See if I can think of what bone slugs. Yeah, okay. The answer is no.
Bone slugs in harmony?
You barely recognize them as bone slugs. To you, Pinnacle, you're fairly confident that these are just big ass slugs. They're just big slugs.
Okay.
How big are they?
They're about the size of your fist.
Okay.
That's a big slug.
It's very large.
Yeah, but still significantly smaller than I was envisioning them, so.
I don't think we want to bother their appetite.
Yeah, let's just walk.
Well, it looks like there's a 50-foot pit over here, so
Mm-hmm.
you may want to have a look at that.
Yes.
Are you being silent?
Yes. Slow.
Not particularly.
Excellent.
Okay.
Can I investigate the moss?
Yes, you may. Go ahead and roll me a mind as you attempt to identify the moss.
Oh no.
May I re-roll, please?
You may.
Who's doing
Yes.
it? Lichen.
I liken me liken.
You're
Yeah.
fairly confident that this moss only grows on corpses, specifically bones.
Oh, that would be where they're bone slugs.
They're highly rich in calcium. The bone slugs are not eating the moss. They're eating the bones entrapped within the wall.
There's
How did the
bones
bone-
in the wall?
Get there.
Wait.
All right, so we have to have a closer look at these bones now. I want to know where
There's
they
bones
came
in the
from,
walls.
why they're in the wall.
Okay, nobody panic. They might be really old fossils. We get those by the waterfall.
Are we in a stomach? Are we
Oh,
inside something?
Yes, but if it turns out that bones are actually supplying sufficient calcium, they haven't been mineralized, so they aren't actually fossils.
Okay.
I'm more concerned that we're inside a giant creature.
Oh, it's entirely possible.
You're not helping.
I'm not
Well,
old.
Here, let's do a little experiment. I'm gonna
No.
rub my antlers up against the wall here and see if it's a nice hard rock or if it's something a little more pliable.
You're very confident that it is hard rock.
Okay.
And it was definitely a natural cave out in the other cove.
But there's bones in the cave wall then.
Uh-huh.
How do bones get into the cave wall?
Slugs put them there.
Or maybe some creepy hands come from the walls and grab any living source and take them in.
Wow.
It's just Cthulhu again.
As you say that, you hear down into the pit, "Storm. Is that you, Storm?"
Oh my word.
Keb's spur stands on end and he starts yowling.
This was a joke.
"Storm. Is that you, Storm?"
Who is speaking down there?
Pretty sure there isn't any storm here at the moment.
This is a nope tunnel. Let's get out of here.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We need to learn more about the bones and
Nope.
the creature wants to know about storm. Let's go.
Nope. We're cool.
Yes. Yes.
Nope. Nope.
Yes.
Nope. We figured a way out. We boarded up the.
Oh, don't be such a
Get out
scaredy
here.
cat.
What does the party do?
Well, I'm going to head toward the bone here and have a look at the wall and see what in the
Sure.
world. Maybe.
Go ahead and roll me a mind as you attempt to identify the bone.
Okay. Oh, bro.
Would you like to reroll that?
No, I can't afford
You're
to
gonna
reroll
die.
everything.
You're, you're pretty sure that's not bone. It's pretty much moss. That's moss. I don't know what everybody's talking about. That is moss.
That's right. It's white, hard, crunchy moss. Yeah.
Yeah, they're very appetite.
I think you're like watching one of the slugs and it's like eating like some rock, but you see it like you, right? Pinnacle, and see it eating moss, right?
Okay.
He's like just totally blocking out
Yeah.
in
I mean,
reality.
there's nothing wrong. Everything's fine for Pinnacle.
I'm ignoring us.
Once again, you
Time to
hear.
go over and look down the pit then. I want to know who's asking for storm.
Go ahead and
Yeah.
place yourself right here as you approach the pit.
I wish I could. I don't actually have a working icon.
Okay.
You don't have a character, yeah.
I can go right next to him, yeah.
All right, everybody place yourself where you would like to be. So you have to stay right here. This is where you have to stop.
Are they calling to the storm or just my character name?
It's another character in a previous game named Storm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Not you.
Yeah, that's where the whole Cthulhu reference was coming from as well.
Noted.
Storm
Sorry, inside jokes.
has not sent ponies down here before. Why are you here?
Well, we're here because we're insatiably curious, and those little floaty things, the Flumphs, I think they were called, got into our heads and asked for a little bit of support. We're friendly folks. We like to do that sort of thing.
Oh,
Spirit of adventure and all.
you are adventurers, are you?
Nope, we're just trying to get out of here. Just want to get out.
I am mostly the adventurer.
Well, mixed company, apparently.
Who sent you?
No one. Some of us managed to get here by accident. The rest of us came down just because we were curious. And kind of felt it was our duty to help out the others if we could.
There are others.
Stop talking. Stop talking. Let's not talk to the disembodied voices.
Oh, why not? The disembodied voices seem friendly enough.
Yes, all bad adventure games begin with people talking to unseen disembodied creatures coming from dark holes in the floor.
To be
Let's
clear,
not.
you're very confident that it's dark. It's down in the hole. You are very confident the voice is coming from the hole. Its creaky, echoey voice resonates and bounces off of the walls.
Yeah,
It is
that doesn't make it
otherworldly,
any better.
gurgly.
And who are you that's down in the pit?
My name is Grub.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Oh, yay.
It's a very lovely name.
Well, what brings you down into these depths, Grub?
I was forced down here.
Oh,
By who?
why?
Despair.
I think I read about Despair once. Interesting character. A little bit, maybe dark, but open to a good conversation, apparently.
I am hungry. So very hungry.
And what do you want to eat?
Everything.
That sounds a little bit excessive.
By everything you mean not us, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure we count as part of everything.
And I'm guessing when you eat, you still aren't full.
Everything turns to ash in my mouth.
What are you, Grub?
I think that's when it begins to crawl out of its hole. As
Oh,
it
dear.
does so, the bone slugs begin to hide.
Oh,
No.
we're in danger.
Well, I think we know where the bones are coming from. So, one mystery solved. We're off to a good start today.
This is a very great start.
Uh-huh.
Coming into the light appears to be some sort of disgusting, filthy creature. Its eyes are milky white. Its skin is pale. It appears to have flippers and a long, slug-like body. It
I thought he
looks
was
at
going to
you.
do something else.
Yeah, I had
guess.
a very different theory going for that one, but hey, nice to be
Okay.
surprised. This one looks like the proper boss for a zone in the game, so...
I was kind of expecting something else.
Who
All right.
are you?
I am Oscar.
Well-
Oscar.
The zebra of the great winds of the north. The strongest zebra of my tribe.
I have not been to the zebra lands before.
Well, the zebra lands are very lovely up there.
I will not be able to see them.
Oh, that's a shame. I've been meaning to go myself. They sound spectacular.
I need everybody to roll me a mind as you're staring at this creature.
All right. Oh. Woo! I am on track for this.
Okay.
Dice hate me just as much as ever.
So, Pinnacle, you're very confident that this creature is fine. Dreamsicle, you're aware that this creature is blind.
Oh. Can I walk closer to it?
You may, yes.
Hey, sir. My name's Dreamsicle. How you doing?
It blinks at you and says, "You should leave this place."
We're actually trying to, but we don't know how.
Oh, come on. We just go out the way we came in.
We've been trying to.
You still have that tunnel.
We still have a diamond dog here. They were wonderfully capable of digging a way in. I don't see any reason why that should not go the inverse.
Yeah, why didn't we just take the Diamond Dog's tunnel out of here?
Well, we were following the cries for help.
Well, yes. And we found what was calling for help, and I think we know why at this point. So, question is, do we want to press on and see what's further down, which would be amazing, and we should totally do it. But if everyone else wants to take the less exciting route, we can always backtrack.
Backtrack.
What do you think? What does everyone else think?
Well, I'm for going, exploring some more.
Okay, but let's stay close to the wall so that we can, dig a quick tunnel and escape when we need to.
So let's not stay close to the walls because the walls have bones in them.
Yeah, that's one of the great mysteries so far. These supposed bones. I don't actually see any bones, but you say there are bones in the walls and that these bone creatures are munching on them. It'd be great to find out where they're coming from. And maybe that's part of who we need to help, the bone providers.
I don't think we need to help the bone providers anymore.
Well, I mean, not them, but not the ones whose bones are being chewed on, but the ones, whatever species is being preyed on.
Grub speaks and says, "A great battle took place here long ago."
That would do it, yeah.
How ago?
Well, who was fighting and why?
Grub says nothing.
Huh.
DM has not answered this.
That's disappointing. It would have been really interesting history.
I'm just going to whisper this to the other rest of the party. Do you think we should help this guy?
I think he seems friendly enough.
Nods.
No.
What does the party do?
Can't just leave him down here.
Is this where he technically stays at? Just here?
Are you going to sing a song?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Dreamsicle, are you going to sing a song? What you going to sing? Are you trying to impress this creature? What are you trying to do here? What's your objective?
I'm joking.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, all right. That is an option, by the way. To be clear, that is an option.
Do it.
Oh, fine.
Do it.
Peer pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure.
Okay, a song about, friendship. Working together.
Sure. Roll me a charm as you sing the song. Do you guys help as backup? What are you guys doing? Are you assisting this roll?
Click.
I am going. Most guy's going to pull out his harmonica
There you
out
go.
of his saddlebag and start playing.
I believe that is an upgraded dice.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm going to start beating on the wall for a nice tempo, and maybe
Do you like pull out two bones and start?
yeah, or a couple of rocks, whatever's handy there.
Yep.
Kev stares in disbelief at you all.
Does Kev just like shake his head like?
Can I use the dice? My
Would
friendship
you like to
token?
use the
Oh my
token of
God.
friendship? Okay, go ahead and use the token of friendship.
Token of friendship.
Yep. It's a roll off.
Yay. Oh.
So for a little while, Grub begins bouncing back and forth, going with the music and everything else. Tell me how you disrupt this, right? It's like you're singing and chillaxing and rolling along.
Voice crack.
Your voice cracks, right? And yeah. Grub says, enough. Enough. Your music hurts my ears and disturbs my solitude.
Why do you want something to?
I am set here to guard this place.
And what is this place?
The creature says nothing.
While I'm at it, we've ran into a rather interesting bit of information at the entrance to this place. It was talking about 6 and 6 and challenges and apprenticeships. I'm not sure if I got it all quite worked out, but if you have any ideas on that, I'd love to hear them.
You should leave.
Do you
Why
want to
should-
come with us?
I am waiting for someone.
Is it Storm?
It blinks at you, Keb, and nods. He
Come
promised
with us. We
me.
can totally help you find Storm.
He promised me.
Where did Storm go?
Well, there's some speculation about that. Some of the books that have been are out there. There's one called The Brighter Side of Despair they had us reading in class about the matter. It's quite interesting.
Books. He would not have allowed you to write books about despair.
We didn't. This was somebody else. Good books.
He is dead. Despair will not allow such knowledge to pass freely.
That seems like something you need to take up with the publisher then. Is there a copyright issue?
I think Rob chuckles at this. He says, no, it's a matter of knowledge.
So you're saying this creature is very disparaging of this work?
Oh my goodness.
God.
Grub nods and says, yes.
Huh. Why is that? What has Despair got against some good information?
Knowledge is power. And to keep you ignorant is the greatest weapon of all.
Doesn't sound like a friendly individual, does he?
I have met him before. I was once his loyalist of subjects.
Once? What, you're not anymore?
He cast me out and turned me into something that I am not.
Oh.
Well, would you like some help getting back to being whatever it is you want to be?
I must protect this place.
Yeah,
Protect it from what?
and who?
And why?
No.
And where?
I think we know where it's here.
And when?
Grub remains silent. As you ask all these prying questions.
May I chime the chimes, please?
Sure. Go ahead and attempt to. What are you asking specifically? What question?
What is he guarding?
Sure. Roll me a charm.
Go chimes, go! Ooh,
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm going to explode that.
Go ahead. I protect the element of which to destroy greed.
Oh,
That
this
generosity.
one's
Disharmony?
Have
Yes.
you not met greed before? He is
Greed.
another element of disharmony.
Oh.
Oh.
And what is it down there that is capable of destroying greed?
Generosity.
I must
Oh.
protect it.
Okay.
That is why Storm placed me here. So that
Can
it
we-
would not fall into greed's hands.
Can we see it?
Well, that's interesting. That storm was rather one of the less friendly elements of that story. Huh.
You must leave this place and tell no one of what you have seen. You must promise me this.
Unless you what?
That you must tell no one of this place or my existence.
No, I'm not sure about that one. Be ashamed to keep all of this silent indefinitely. And actually, if there's some way to defeat greed or counter it, it seems like something that ought to be available to those in a position to do so.
Is that your decision or your party's choice?
Well, I'm just speaking for myself at the moment. The party has been rather quiet.
What does the party say as he says, no, we're not going to keep this quiet?
I kind of encourage everyone to kind of make a little group so we can discuss this between us without him hearing what we're saying.
Assuming there's any place in here to do that, sure.
Just quietly to say, obviously we're not going to tell anybody. I mean, obviously we're going to tell people about this place, but if we say that we are, then he might change and become and start to attack us. We can't just tell him.
Ray did.
Isn't honesty one of the virtues we're supposed to be going for? That's something we get in school a lot.
Or we could just run and not say anything.
Well,
Then
I
we
think
don't
if we
technically
run,
lie.
he'll.
I think if we start running, it's going to have much the same effect.
Yeah.
Just tell him not. We're not going to tell, and then tell.
That's dishonesty.
I still want to find out how the bones got on the wall.
Pretty good idea how the bones got on the wall. Bunch of people came here and slaughtered each other. It's kind of the definition of a battle.
You don't see
Well, when
any
everyone's
bones, bro.
dead, they don't normally shove the bones into the wall. They usually just leave them.
Well, I
out
don't
where
see
they
the
die.
bones, but everybody's been talking about them, and we had Grub actually tell us there was a battle here, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, but when there's a battle, the bodies just drop. The bones don't go into the wall. Something had to have taken the dead bodies and take their bones out and shove the bones into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But most people after a battle bury their dead.
not in walls.
Well, most battles don't take place in a cave. There aren't usually walls as an option. But
All
if you
right, guys,
actually look at-
focus. What is your agreement with this creature? Are you going to lie to it? What's your objective here? What are you trying to do? Focus.
Well, I've said my piece about it to the creature, no less.
What does the rest of the party do?
I mean, I
I'm
have,
gonna
no problem,
say sorry.
I have no problem lying, but, aren't we members of a school of friendship? Isn't lying, bad?
That's what I was saying.
Mm-hmm. What's the dog called?
Scotty.
Scotty. I'm gonna just say Scotty. Start digging.
Scotty went home
Okay.
already.
Let's
what are
just
you
be
doing?
honest.
So what does the party do as they turn and look at Grub? What do you do? As he says,
Yeah,
you must
I'm
promise
sure.
not to tell anyone of this place or of my existence. What does the
Yeah,
party do?
We can't promise that.
Okay.
Roll me a charm as you attempt to win this creature over.
Well, I suppose the party agrees.
Oh, goody.
Gonna re-roll.
Oh, you still.
Grub, right?
What?
Grub shrinks as you say this, and he says, I do not wish to fight you.
That's good. We don't want to fight you either.
He
We don't
says,
want to do any harm.
You have just signed my death sentence.
Not if you come
Farewell.
with us.
Yeah, you have nothing left to lose if you're going to die here. Come along.
Yeah.
I will die here protecting this place.
You could take it with you.
I
Yeah, we
don't
could take it
want
to another location where it would probably be safer, honestly.
I
we could go-
attempted to eat it, and it did not work.
Well,
Yes.
we weren't going to eat it.
It's not what we had in mind anyway. Or at least it's not what I was thinking. I mean, we could stick it in Tartarus for all that, it required for maximum protection.
I think this is like when one of the bone slugs, right, kind of slithers out, and Grub quickly snatches it up, and as he begins to eat the bone slug, it begins to turn to ash in its mouth, disintegrating into nothingness.
Sexy. That's sexy.
Well, okay. Is ash nutritional for you then? Are you actually getting calories out of it?
I don't think so.
Wait,
Oh.
if you try to eat it and and if he eats the slug and it turns to ash, doesn't that mean that whatever he tried to eat that was going to affect greed has turned to ash?
Well, yeah, he's going to have a really high potassium diet.
Doesn't that mean he also destroyed that thing that he was trying to protect?
He tried to.
He was unable to consume it, he said. So maybe it didn't turn to ash, and maybe that's why he couldn't eat it. It's a weird situation. But it sounds like it's a thing that's not easily destroyed.
Grubber, we know some very powerful people back home. We could take that item and make sure it's taken care of. You know the Alicorn princesses? We know them.
He hisses.
Not a fan, huh?
Not a fan, I see.
They imprisoned me long ago.
Well, we know other people, like the School of Friendship. What's that one unicorn that's been getting them all of the stuff? With the messed up horn.
Tempest.
Yeah, we know Tempest.
As you say
This
this,
will
its
pop very-
eyes softened. As you say this. Roll me a charm as you say this.
Charm. Yeah.
What happens when it's oh no, it just becomes a 6 because it's an 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He says, "Yes, I remember such a unicorn. Long ago."
Okay. Do you think you would trust that? Would you be willing to trust that unicorn?
No.
No. Do you trust anyone?
Storm.
But Storm is gone, you said.
Yeah, Storm. We don't know where Storm is.
He is my last friend.
We could be your friend.
Yeah, we could be your friends.
Roll me a charm as you attempt to befriend this creature.
All right.
I need one roll. This is make or break time, guys. Make or break time. Let's see if the power of friendship works. See if you can have a friend.
Oh,
Jeez. That's 4 in a row.
Would you like to spend a token of friendship?
Yeah.
I obtained 1 token of darkness. Then reroll.
What's that mean?
let me, I guess.
Gotta beat a
Wait.
6.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Can I use
Another
a friendship token?
Nope, that's it. That's the whole kit and caboodle.
Oh,
No. Now we just spend 3 tokens and automatically succeed.
So to be clear, you guys rolled a 1, right? And then you rolled a natural 1 again. When you say we could be friends, he says, "Yes, hungry, so
Yeah.
very hungry."
That's not encouraging.
That's when we roll initiative.
Oh, initiative? Oh, geez. Oh no!
oh no.
So what's
We're
the
on the
initiative?
Roll your body. for
Oh,
initiative.
Okay.
Body. Oh, now we roll high.
So to be clear, that was a critical failure. He was open to it.
We were so close.
Yeah, he was definitely open to it, to friendship.
Yes, and somehow we botched our rolls just that badly.
I don't know what to tell you guys. That's the story. That's how it rolls.
But I'm
Literally how it
punching.
rolls. Yeah. Okay, Goldie, you got a 6.
It's all downhill from there.
So it's got a 6. Kev, where you at, Kev?
I got 1.
You got 1. Oh, you're way up there. Okay. Scotty's not here.
You
but
really
will be
think
on
I'd lie
board.
about getting a 1?
I don't know. You're just getting so unlucky. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Well, yeah, this is now the 6th one in a roll, or one that I've rolled in a row.
All right.
Yeah.
Starting at the very top, Gully drops. This creature stares at you, clearly, visibly drooling and salivating.
Is Athena on the list?
Where's Athena? Should be right there. I don't... Yeah, Oscar. No. Where are you?
Pinnacle.
Pinnacle. Where's Pinnacle at?
Pinnacle doesn't have an icon, though, so it didn't go on the list.
Yeah. Give me a second here.
Stop.
Put Pinnacle on. Pinnacle, what are you, by the way?
Well, I am a reindeer.
See if we got show something. Okay, perfect. What'd you get? 1? Okay.
Uno.
Boom. And somebody. Okay. Nope. And somebody. Glory drops. You're up first. Hungry. So very hungry. You're fairly confident that this creature's about ready to turn aggressive.
I am going to grab one of the slugs and throw it at the creature.
It's not your turn yet.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna back up a little bit. I've got force field is my new talent.
Excellent.
I'm not quite sure how to use it yet. Can I put a force field around us all?
So, depending on the size, varies on the DC of it. So, it should say in the description. So, I think it's like 13 for like an entire town, and then for like individual, I think it's like 4. So, if you're trying to put a force field around you, the DC is a lot lower.
Yeah, it says pony protecting a pony-sized object would be 6 difficulty.
6. Okay. I believe you add your mind to it, so...
Okay, so how do I do this? Just...
click the force field talent. Make sure that you have mind and your... I think it's a 4, right? Start off with a 4. And force field.
That's my force field, but I didn't attach mine to it. I don't know how to do that.
So under the icon, let's see here. Where's you got, Goldie?
Trait.
Yep. Under your talents, you put force field, and then you say trait, mind. And that's all you got to do. Go ahead and roll your mind, because that's what you're missing. Yep, roll your mind.
Okay, yeah, I'll roll mine. Yeah.
Okay, well, same results. Tell me how your force field spits and sputters.
So I try and concentrate really hard on making a force field, and it starts off okay, but then I kind of can't concentrate because I'm so scared. So the force field just kind of wobbles and disappears.
Oh, Scott, it is your turn.
Is he coming right at us?
He's currently in his hole right now. You see like some sort of like acidic saliva coming out of his tin maw.
Is there like any loose rocks nearby?
Oh yeah, this is a cave. Yeah, there's rocks in the water and everything.
Like in the water right next to my feet?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's about fist size, but yeah, definitely.
Okay. I don't think that would work. I'm going to, as I kind of see Goldie Drops trying to focus and concentrate, I'm going to stand right in front.
Sorry.
Right, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stand right in front of Goldie Drops as protecting and collecting rocks.
Excellent. Anything else? So picking up or interacting with an object doesn't take any or do anything. What are you doing with the rock?
I'm just going to be ready to throw it if he's gonna come up.
Okay. He's coming up. What do you do?
Throw it.
All right, throw it.
Throw it.
Throw it.
Throw it at him.
Check the rock. Gotta beat my 8.
Do I roll by?
Yes. Or if you're using your athletics to check the rock, go ahead and add that.
Alright, how do I combine that to both?
It'd be just click your talents. You're the icon, right? So
Just click talent.
Yep. You see the lightning strike? That's what you click.
There you go.
Perfect.
And then I do body, right?
Nope, that's it. As you look at it, you can see both of them being rolled. If you hover over the 7. You rolled a 2 and a 7. Unfortunately, you did not overcome the Grub's defense.
Okay.
It is now Grub's turn. This is where a big blast of acidic gel comes spewing forth. Everybody within a 30-foot area, right here. Right. Oh, that's 15. Actually, that's right. That's 15. Pretty sure that's right. Yep, right there. Roll me a body save. Then damage.
Are we doing it? Can I use my nimble to upgrade my body because
You
I'm being
may.
speedy?
Yes.
Thank you.
This is going to hurt.
The DC is 4.
Hey, I'm gonna explode that.
Obviously, you take it. Pinnacle, you take it. Kev, you're fine. The DC is 4. Each of you take 4 points of acid damage as it spews forth this acidic blob.
Well, I'm out.
Oh, wow. There we go.
Sure, now you roll a 1.
Yep. Yep. Dream, you're up.
I'm down.
Okay. Bloop. Seb, you're up next.
Nope, I didn't want to do that. Plus 1 body check. Okay, so I'm gonna move a little bit closer, and on the sticky web, when it says I get a +1 body check to attack,
Yes.
does that mean I upgrade my body or I get a body?
If you're
plus
trying
1?
to do something, I believe it says like it's. I think. Give me a second here. Let me look at it. I think it's a +1. You add +1 to the damage roll, right?
To the body check to attack and or attempt to swing, grapple, or snare an enemy.
Okay. So it's just a +1.
Okay. I'm going to try to grapple him with the strange sticky whip.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me a body attack.
Okay. Now, is this something I'm trying to be strong at?
Tell me what you're doing, and I'll interpret.
Well, the thing is, my nimble talent lets me upgrade my body when I'm being speedy, but downgrade my body when I'm being strong. So if I'm trying to be strong, I'd have to downgrade my body to a D4. That's why I was asking.
So what are you attempting to do?
I'm trying to grab him with the whip. Like, kind of like whip him.
Okay. So are you
Whip it
damaging him or trying to snare
him? We'll go with friendship thing, so I'll be snaring him.
That would definitely be a body. You're trying to do your strength against his strength.
Okay, so that's a downgrade.
Yep. The whip lashes out, but bounces off of his sticky, greasy hide.
Okay.
Pinnacle, it is your turn.
Athena.
I think it's your turn. Pinnacle.
Oh, it's my turn. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I am going to go over and grab one of the slugs, the bone slugs.
Excellent. Roll me a mind as you attempt to find one.
Okay.
It's a die 4.
Yep.
That's a critical success. The bugs, they're trying to hide, right? Trying to hide from grub. And you do not
Right.
find one. You glance around, they are all hiding in nooks and crannies, and you don't see one.
Dang. That's too bad.
Yeah, it's almost like he attacks and eats you.
Well, that's what I was hoping. You know, complaining about being hungry so much. Figured if we gave him more food, he might calm down.
What do you do? Anything else? Because you're just looking around.
Yeah, not finding anything. We're going to go ahead and try an attack. There.
Excellent.
I'm also going to just step sideways here so I'm not in line with everybody else for another one of those mass attacks. That was really a bad idea. So going to basically try an ice missile sort of thing.
Okay, sure. So you're sidestepping.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just trying to stay out of that area. And go ahead and throw that. So it should be a mind roll, I think. Oh, come on.
Did you just roll a 1?
Yes. I'm reasonably sure that this game is rigged.
I want to give him a friendship token to re-roll it.
Yeah, go ahead. Reroll.
Screwing up an attack is really not a good idea, so let's try a reroll here.
Now it's an ice attack in water, right?
Right.
Just to be clear, it's an ice attack on water. Yep, okay. Tell me how your spell goes off, but against his resistance, it bounces off.
Well, dang it. So basically, you're just going to have sort of a what looks like an icicle that sort of thing, hanging off a house or a small group of them, being thrown in the direction of the creature. Unfortunately, because of its rather thick and sticky hide, they just don't really penetrate. They kind of bounce off or just snap on and fall to the ground.
Goldie, it is your turn.
I think I'm going to step to here, right there, and I'm going to hold out a cookie, because I have a cookie snack.
Sure.
So I'm going to hold it out.
Hungry. So hungry. It pays no attention to your cookie snack and looks at the yummy tasting morsel laying prone before him.
Oh, crap.
Oska, what is your turn?
Alright, so you know how big he is?
He's pretty big. He's twice the size of you. Yeah.
I'm going to grab Seto. I'm gonna grab Dreamsicle.
Yeah.
Just drag her away from all the things that are going on here.
Excellent.
Just drag her away.
Place yourself, and I'll move Dreamsicle next to you. Place
Okay.
yourself, and you can go. Excellent. Grub's turn. Let's see here. Nobody did any damage to him, so boom. Yeah, that's reloaded after this turn. It's coming after you, Dreamsicle.
No.
It is going
out
to
of our
attempt to engulf not only Dreamsicle, but also who is it? Oscar. He's going to attempt to swallow you both. Engulf. You have to beat my 6. Would you like to use a token of friendship?
Yeah.
Would you like to use 3 tokens of friendship to auto succeed?
Yeah. Yeah.
Might be a good idea. It's kind of a survival situation.
Yeah. Oh, congrats!
Oh,
Upgrade.
explode that.
Upgrade.
Upgrade it? Oh, okay. Upgrade.
Roll a d12.
Yep, D12 is
D12?
next.
Okay. Okay.
Roll
Keep
a
going.
d20.
Keep going. You'll see how explosive this gets. Okay. Because of your impressive moves, you are able to move one more turn. If you
That
so
was
wish.
amazing.
So it comes, right? Grub comes launching at you and attempting to engulf you, right? But he makes a wake with this massive wave, right? He pushes you out of the way. Go ahead and place yourself as you attempt to continue to escape. You get to move again, upskeet, with your companion.
I keep dragging per se, just drag her away.
Yep. You may move again.
How far do I move?
So movement is not a thing in this game, so you can place yourself wherever you like.
I'm pretty young, so I'm just dragging, hauling ass.
Okay. You're moving off the screen. It'll be next turn before you are able to leave.
Okay.
Dreamsicle, I need you to come with me.
Oh, crap.
Yes. Good luck.
Tell me what you're dreaming about, Dreamsicle. Tell me what you're dreaming about.
Oh, what? Sorry, I had my guinea pigs out.
Yeah. Tell me what you're dreaming about, Dreamsicle.
I'm dreaming about Luna.
Excellent. But before you stands Princess Luna.
Hi.
And she says, "Hello, Dreamsicle."
Welcome to your nightmare.
Dreamsicle.
Hi, you're
Yes.
dead.
Silent. Somebody mute yourself. This is important. Somebody's got a baby crying.
Someone's got the
No.
Baby.
baby.
Everybody mute yourself except for Dreamsicle. You're not involved in this. She says, "Dreamsicle, I'm glad that I finally caught you. You shall be my champion." And before you, she gives you a blade.
Ow.
From your mind's eye, you can see this powerful blade. It is unique and powerful. A symbolism of the moon marks both its blade and guard. Perhaps someone of power might know what this does.
Thank you, Luna. But what's this for?
You will know when the time comes, Dreamsicle.
Ooh.
It is now in
Dream-
your items list.
Alright. So it's a blade?
You shall be my champion.
Thank you.
No. No, Dreamsicle. I'm sorry.
What? What?
I am so sorry.
For what?
Our failure.
Failure?
I think this is when she like hugs you, right? And she says, "Good luck." And I think this is like where she taps your forehead, right? An explosion of light happens, of lunar light. And you are returned to your companions with full HP.
Nice.
Oh.
So they don't have to drag no more. Hey.
Deus Ex Luna.
Thank you, dearest Luna. Bless you.
Of course. Yeah, Celestial Sisters managed to get sidelined again.
Within your hoof, or within your magical horn, you hold what appears to be a blade of great power, yet you're not quite sure what it does. All Luna said was that you are my champion, and that she is so sorry.
That sounds amazing.
No! Where did the icon? There it is. Dreamsicle, it is your turn.
Are we like running away?
So far, Oscar's got you,
away.
got you dragging, and then you
Stuff.
suddenly come to. Yep, suddenly come to with full HP and a magical blade within your. I don't know.
Luan, you're breaking up.
I don't know what to tell you. So
You're
what you
going through a
did?
tunnel.
Oh no, Discord, get on it. You wake up. Oh man,
You're on video as well.
am I crashing?
Yeah, I accidentally turned off my computer.
Might be crashing. Yep, I'm crashing. Why is it always the exciting parts? Always the exciting parts where the game crashes.
Because life hates you.
I don't know.
You know, same reason the dice won't roll straight.
Yeah. Okay, recording's still good. It's just I think, what's this? Alright, there we go. I should be back, hopefully.
Sound good.
What do you do, Dreamsicle, as it is your turn? I was expecting to give this to you later, but I guess this will work as well. What do you do, Dreamsicle?
I so have your who's just dragging you.
Can I try talking with mine to tell him calm down?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a charm as you attempt to soothe its hunger.
Would that be a dream? Mental?
It depends on what you're doing. Are you like using your messaging to do this, or like how are you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like talk to him through his mind.
Sure. Go ahead and roll it.
Oh.
It's a crit. Jesus.
Oh,
Hungry. So hungry. Whatever you try to say is blocked by an unnatural desire to consume.
Well, I tried.
Seb, it is your turn.
Keb, being low on health, goes ahead and puts the whip away, and from his bag grabs the mysterious armor and decides to don it.
Excellent. This armor is midnight sky, morning sun, and twilight evening depicted upon it. How strange and bizarre, the armor reflects the day and night. What could it mean? You are not sure.
Nope.
But
I'm almost dead, so... What?
Nothing happens as you don the armor.
Yeah. It doesn't even give me armor defense.
Nothing.
Ah!
Pinnacle, it is your turn. I wanted a Celestia, Princess Celestia scene.
Oh, wait, we get to see with Celestia as well as Luna? This is great.
Nope.
Nope. Ah, come on. I could use the hit point bonus. Alright, so it's now behind us.
It's clearly chasing after Dreamsicle. But now Dreamsicle's healthy again. So...
Alright, down in the hole.
Yeah.
You're going down the hole? Interesting. Beautiful. Okay.
Go to the edge of the hole and look inside anyway.
You see nothing but darkness down there.
Well, can I light up, cast a light spell really quick?
Yes.
That works, sure.
A burst of light emanates, and you can see down in the hole what appears to be bones.
More bones, huh?
Yeah.
Are you going down there?
Alright, I've got an idea. I'm not sure if it'll work. What do you think, guys? Should we go after the object that it's been protecting down there?
Yes.
Sure, why not?
Because then it'll chase us. Let's go.
You descend into
For
the
this.
depths.
Not like I have anything better to do, because this armor sucked.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, it's better than the armor from last game, so.
You know what? It could be the same as the armor from the last game. I don't really care. I'm down to my last 2 hit points, so I'm
true.
about ready to have a...
That's
if I
true.
get hit, I don't think I'm going to come back.
Goldie drops. It is your turn.
I'm going to go towards the hole.
You see what appears that your companion is down there. His light is being repressed. Are you jumping down as well?
Yes.
Excellent. You descend into the depths with your companion. This is what you see. Inky blackness.
Great, here we go again. Okay, so
I've got a light, obviously a little bit. Does it not show anything?
You feel like it's being repressed.
the evil is consuming your light.
The darkness is
Yay!
consuming your light. Obscure, it is your turn.
Oscar.
Oscar. Sorry, Oscar.
It's like Oscar, but
Oscar.
without
Oscar.
the R.
Oscar, yes. Sorry.
So is the creature not paying attention to the people at the hole?
I mean, it's not its turn. Currently, it was looking at Moonsicle. We don't know what's going to happen next now that it sees your 2 companions diving down into the hole.
Oh crap! Right
Moonsicle?
between I'm in the middle of that.
Dreamsicle, sorry. Yeah, I'm messing up all these names. What are you doing?
But we can't leave our companions behind.
Speed the party more. What do you do?
Oh no. I guess I don't know. because Dreamsicle is healthy again.
Magically, too.
Magically, too. It's got a blade. Just magically has a blade. Okay.
Yep. It just appeared.
It just appeared.
It just appeared. Oof.
Is there any bigger rocks?
There's rocks all around, man. Rocks everywhere. You're in a cave.
But like,
yep.
Bigger rocks. Bigger.
Or like a boulder.
Like a boulder size.
Sure. Yeah. There's boulders around. You have to pluck it from the walls, but yes, you can easily do that.
Can I pick up one of the boulders?
Sure.
And make like a boulder barricade so he doesn't. Just to slow him down.
Sure. Well, sure. Go ahead and roll me. I think the DC would be, what, 5? Yeah, it's challenging, right? Go ahead and roll me a boulder building defense. Not a problem. Where do you want this barrier?
Just like,
Is that a crit? I think that's
it's like a neat stack wall.
Ping
Like
where
right
you
in
want
front
it.
of us. Like so, yeah, like somewhere there. Yeah.
That?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Anything else?
Oh, I can only just move one boulder.
Well, I mean, this is like 6 seconds, so
Oh yeah.
you literally like grab a hunk of rock, rip it out, and put it right there.
You gotta slow this thing down so it doesn't chase us down.
Anything else?
Can I get another boulder, or that's it?
That's it. That was your
Okay.
action, and yep. Anything else? Well, okay. It's Grub's turn. It screams in rage as the two descend down the hole. Keb, roll me a nimble as it attempts to bull rush you as it moves towards the hole. Let's see if it gets by.
Oh.
Gotta beat a 7.
Get in there. Come on, come
Tell me how you stop it. Tell me how you stop it from getting to
on. Oh
the
wait,
hole.
I want to get a 10. How to D8? How about I stop it?
Yeah, tell me how you stop it.
I stick my foot out and trip it.
Sure, that works. It doesn't have legs or anything like that, but you do stop it from going towards the hole. Dreamsicle, it is your turn. It is attempting to get back to the hole. However, Seb stops it.
Can I pick up a rock and throw it at its head?
You may, yes.
Yeet.
Oh, no.
Yeet it. Can I throw a rock? Yes, you may throw a rock.
Oh, sweet. Is that a body?
It is a body, yes. Or telekinesis. You could telekinesis a rock.
Yeah, I'll use telekinesis.
Yep.
This rock boring. Yeet!
Excellent. Tell me how you finally connect. This is the first time that gets damaged. Takes 4 points of damage as you chuck a rock at it.
So
Okay,
I use I pick up a rock with my magic and I just yeet that.
So it's stunned by Seb as a rock pings off its head, or it's like its blind eyes, right? Seb, it is your turn.
Cap gets up and runs to the hole and screams Geronimo as he jumps in.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and move on down. Yeet.
I just
in the
yeeted
hole.
myself.
Everybody's in the hole. Go ahead and place yourself.
We're all in the hole? Oh, geez.
Nope, not everybody.
Yeet.
Pinnacle, it is your turn. Oh, transfer over.
Okay, so we're still basically blind.
That is correct.
Hmm.
Where are you going?
Is there any way I can enhance the light spell to try and counteract whatever oppressive forces?
So to be clear, you critted, and this is why you have light now. That's
Okay.
the only reason why you have light right now.
Ah. Okay. Well then, let's feel our way around a little bit.
Where do you go?
Well, starting from the base of the wall where I came down, I'm going to feel my way around, following the side of the wall,
Sure.
and using it, the sense of touch to maintain some semblance of
Ping
continuity.
which direction you are going.
West.
West. Okay. You find a wall.
Okay.
Anything
And
else?
I'll try north.
You find more wall.
Why am I being moved?
Oh, sorry. There we go. Anything else? Action and move. Action and move.
I pick up a rock and throw it at what would be the east direction to see if I find a wall.
Yeet it. Throw me a
Yeet.
yeet.
Throw me.
Throw me a yeet.
Okay. A yeet.
Yep.
All right. I really need better.
So, yeah. It stumbles, right? You yeet it with your magic. But because of the distraction and everything else that's going on, it just stumbles right here, right?
If I'm magically eating, I should have done a D6. I thought that was a physical.
I assume you used physical.
Well, I did. But anyway.
Goldie, it is
It
your
probably-
turn.
Me?
Yes.
How long is my hair exactly? How long is it allowed to be?
That is a good question. We've allowed it to be, what, 15 feet, right?
Okay.
It was not 50 feet because you couldn't get out of the well.
It was
Yeah,
15, yeah, 15.
15. Okay. I want to use my hair, stretch it as far as I can around me to try and see if I can feel anything.
Excellent. Tell me how this feeler works.
So I just stretch it out in front of me and I kind of just go all the way around in a big circle, up and down and round, and just
You
Just-
feel bones and a cold, hard stone.
So engage in necromancy.
You see what appears to be a pony. It looks like it's like pointing or facing something. And like it's like stretched out its hoof, right? Towards something. Anything else, Goldie?
I'm going to just say hello in case there's anyone there.
You get no reply. Anything else?
No.
Back up top, we move. Between a bad place and a worse place. What you doing? What you doing?
I kind of like how Dreamsicle stun Grug, so I'm just gonna find another boulder and yeet it right at him.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me a body as you're attempting to chuck another rock at him.
Yo.
Oh,
Oh.
The rock bounces harmlessly off of its bulbous body.
I reroll it.
Would you like to?
Positive.
Can I help him?
You have to save your action in order to do so.
Uh,
Because you can't do it on this turn. Because it's not your turn yet.
alright.
Okay? Would you
I'll
like to
just
reroll that?
Yes.
Okay. It bounces harmlessly off the creature.
Okay,
Anything else?
that's it.
It's Grub's turn. Grub runs towards the hole and falls down into it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Who's below?
oh, shiced.
Uh-oh.
Perfect. Oh, perfect. So you block him, right? This big, massive form begins to descend upon you. Cap, roll me definitely a nimble as this massive body begins to fall on you.
I would like to spend a friendship token, please.
Sure. Go ahead and reroll that. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Tell me how you fall unconscious.
Kev hears all of a sudden this big thing coming from above and looks up. He tries to dodge, and it just lands on him.
You get squished.
Yeah, I get squished. And the last 2 of my HP goes bye-bye. Maybe Princess Luna will take pity on me and make me come back.
Dreamsicle, it is your turn.
Probably not going to happen.
Oh boy.
We're well on our way.
Oh, it cannot be not good.
I'm gonna walk towards the hole.
Okay, you race towards the hole. Are you
Yes,
spending your
I-
action and movement to get towards the edge of the hole? You're not
Yes,
descending it, but you make it to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right. Look down it.
You see your companions scattering, right? Their lights flickering in the faded darkness. You see what appears like grub, literally just falling and smashing into poor Sib.
Oh jeez.
Do we hear a Sib, roll me a die 4.
No, do I have to?
Yep.
2.
Above you, a sign of the Phoenix rises above you as you regain 2 HP as you are resurrected and rebirthed.
Ooh, am I Jean Grey now?
You're not sure what happened. You gained 2 HP.
Yes, you've been infused with the spirit of Celestia.
I'm going.
That's it. That's all you can do on your turn. You are currently prone, and for all intents and purposes, you appear to be knocked unconscious. But a phoenix rises above you. Pinnacle, it is your turn. You're not sure how that happened. Pinnacle, it is your turn.
Athena.
Yes, I'm trying to think what to do here.
Oh, okay.
Well, I shall wander over to the east side and see if I find a wall.
Okay, you're heading east.
Yes.
You find more of a wall.
Okay,
Continue.
and let's, I walk over to the south to throw a rock at the south, depending on what action
Oh, to
options
the
I have.
south? To the south, okay. Find what appears to be another corpse.
Okay, is there anything interesting that the corpse has?
It appears to be facing the same direction as this one over here. It seems to be
Interesting.
all looking at the same direction.
Ooh, which is what direction?
From your position, southeast, middle of the room. Or assuming
Hey.
it's the middle.
I head in the southeast direction toward the middle of the room.
Are you using your action to continue to move?
Yes.
Okay. Place yourself on where you want to go.
Well, I don't know where I want to go. I can't even see where I am relative to anything else, but...
You're right here.
You are here.
You are here.
In a hole.
Where would you like to go?
Oh, well, I'm going to head southeast toward the middle of the room, so I can't actually move my token.
Yeah, ping,
Yeah.
ping where you want.
Is it there?
You can only move in 10-foot increments because of the darkness.
Oh, okay.
As you're slowly
Yeah.
uncovering stuff. So you can move
But
here,
yeah.
here, or here.
How about here? That sounds So let's just go on a direct diagonal from where I'm at.
So right here.
Basically, yeah.
Excellent. You find what appears to be a statue of some sort. Roll me a mind
Okay.
as you attempt to identify this.
All right. Let's see. Well, could do worse, I guess.
You're very confident that this is a unicorn.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Goldie, it is your turn.
Okay.
I'm going to follow the direction of the bones as well as far as I can go. Is
Okay.
that to here or is that a bit too far?
So you're going diagonal. So you're right here. That's one. You may move one more turn, and then you may action to move again.
Sorry, say that again?
So you may move again. Where would you like to move?
Again, like forward, that way.
Excellent. You see what appears to be some sort of pedestal or rock rising out of the center of it. You also notice what appears to be, off to the side, bones of a dead dragon. Would you like to continue to move? This will be your
Yeah.
action. Being
Yes.
where you want. Excellent.
I didn't like that, boys.
Before you stands a pedestal. And inside the pedestal is the blackest of what appears to be like a hole, but it's standing out, and it appears to be a coin. A
Is it a
black
shiny coin?
coin. You know from your unicorn magic, all that light is being absorbed into it.
Okay.
Whatever it is, it's the source of it. This darkness. Back up top we go as we try to figure out what is happening upstairs. Ossie, what you doing, buddy? What you doing? Storm, what you doing?
Oh, sorry. I am going to run over to the hole.
Excellent. Are you moving twice and then actioning once? It will be right next to Moonsicle.
Yes.
Go ahead and place yourself. Down below, you see what appears to be several lights dancing around a big orbous body. One of them runs to the middle of the room. Anything else? Dreamsicle, it is your turn. Dreamsicle, it is your turn.
All right.
Right below you see Grub.
Can I jump onto him?
You may, yes.
Yes!
He's literally right below you.
Jump onto him.
Rodeo time.
Rodeo time.
That's not going to have any
Right.
consequences.
Be a great rodeo
We'll
pony.
see. What are you attempting to do?
I'm just gonna jump on him.
Okay, sounds good. Are you doing any like special attacks or anything like that? You're just going to jump on him?
Can I like head first, go with my horn, dive?
Yeah, totally could. Is this
You know
something
what?
that you wish to do?
Let's do it.
Don't forget,
What an
like,
attack.
Grub fell upon poor Seb, and you can totally use your body to body slam poor Grub.
Let me
Wait,
do
does
this.
this mean I get hit again?
No, you actually were knocked away from where
Okay,
the Grub
good.
landed.
Poor.
Unless one is rolled. Oh, close. Close.
Oh,
Mm,
You bounce harmlessly off the back of Grub. You bounce harmlessly off of it.
well.
grub.
Poor grub, getting poor picked on. All right, go ahead and place yourself right next to grub, wherever you like. You didn't critically fail or anything like that. Go ahead and place yourself. Seb, it is your turn. You're currently laying prone next to grub, who is clearly pissed off.
I would like to get up, and then I do the only thing I can think of, which is try to be a cute little kitty and get on top of him and try to lay on top of him. You know, like a cat that's trying to, get your attention and get you to love him, and instead of you being on your computer.
Sure.
Look at me, I'm cute and I'm warm and I'm fuzzy.
Go ahead and roll me a charm as you're attempting to soothe his hunger. Oh, wow.
Nope.
Hungry.
I am not cute.
So hungry.
Oh, craps.
Pinnacle, it is your turn.
By my 2 HP. Sorry?
It is now Pinnacle's turn.
Oh, okay.
Yes. All right. So we found one. Okay. So I'm going to head over toward Goldie Drops here.
Sure.
And
That's one movement.
Okay.
Goldie Drops illuminates the area.
Wonderful.
For
Then
you
I'm going
stands what appears to be a black coin of some sort.
Oh. Okay. So can I examine the black coin?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a mind as you're examining it.
Very good. Of course.
Yes. Would you like to use a token of friendship?
Yes, I would. One more time. There.
I will spend a token of darkness for you to reroll that. Yes. This is definitely an evil time right now.
Yeah, I can see that.
4.
Yeah.
Ha!
What'd you roll? Oh, what'd you roll?
I rolled another 6.
Oh,
6.
no. Excellent. Excellent. You see before you, this is a strange coin. This coin is cold to the touch, and abnormally cold. This is abnormally cold to the touch. Its metallic features are that of onyx rock. It has no known materials that you are aware of. Strange.
Indeed.
Are you going to touch it?
Do it.
No, I'm going to get one of those bones. Well, no, I'm just going to lift it telepathically, telekinetically.
Excellent. You obtain the black coin.
Oh. Okay, cool. And I'm going to wrap it up and stick it in the saddlebags.
Let's go ahead and show all players. Save. Show all players. There. Whoops. You're not supposed to see that. You're not supposed to see that.
Oh, but it's so awesome.
You're not supposed to see
Hurry!
that.
Release the D12 version of it. Come on, someone examine that thing. I want the D12 items.
Don't see that.
Oh, we're definitely examining it.
Oh, crap. How did I mess that up so badly? You guys didn't see nothing.
I saw that the D12 one was good.
There we go. Save. There we go. That works. Okay. Whew.
Someone make a 12 check on it.
You pick it up.
Well, if that was even possible, I would try.
So go ahead and roll me a telekinesis as you attempt to do this. And then we'll move on to Goldie Drops.
Okay, let's roll
as you're trying to do this. Yep. It's not very hard. Oh, that's a crit.
Coin is mine.
The coin is yours. Gold drops. It is your turn.
Can I see how the guy's reacting to the fact that his coin's just been took?
Are you talking about Grub?
Grub.
Grub is pissed, and he just saw, or heard, or felt poor Pinnacle clink his coin into his backpack.
How to get out of here fast.
You're very confident that Grub is after one person now. Only one.
Okay. I'm going to try and to go and look for another way out. This way.
Okay. Figure that out. And then you're coming down. Are you going to take another action to move again?
Yeah.
Going too far, too fast. You see what appears to be a statue. A statue of a griffin made out of bronze.
We've been here before.
No,
Have
you
we?
haven't.
Well, no, but last time,
Obfuscate.
last game.
It is your turn.
It's been trying to avoid metagaming here as much as possible.
He said it's okay to metagame.
It is.
Oh, interesting.
What do you do outside? Below you is Grub. Your companion dived down and bounced harmlessly off of him.
Oh.
What do you do?
I'm gonna try to jump down, wrap my arms around, and then try to pin him down to a wall, maybe. Possibly.
Sure. Down you go. I guess we're all here now.
Yep.
Yes, we are.
I'm going to attack him and put myself down right up top of him.
Excellent. Drop like a rock upon him. Defense.
It's just body.
It's just body. Yep.
Reroll.
I don't have another one.
Can I give you one?
You may, yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, have one of mine.
Reroll. Still
Nice.
does not beat.
Oh, stop.
Still
His
doesn't
thick
beat.
hide bounces you off of him. Clearly a challenging opponent. Alright. Is that right? I guess so. Pinnacle, it is your turn.
Wait, what about
Right.
me?
You're next.
Yeah. I've got the coin here. I'm going to head for the exit.
Wait, where's him? Roll to 6-2. Grub hasn't been moving at all. That makes sense. I deleted him up top, that's why. You're heading for the exit? Back towards Grub, who is clearly at the exit.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Let's try just going south then. We haven't seen what's down there yet.
Okay, you're heading south?
Yeah.
Okay, you head south. You find what appears to be some sort of statue. It appears to be some sort of earth pony.
Oh, yes, we have the ponies and we have... Okay, yep.
Seb, it is your turn.
I'm going to... Keb, leave me alone,
Keb.
please.
What should
I'm going to move here.
Excellent. You see what appears to be bodies, all focused on what appears to be the central territory.
And then there.
Yep.
Am I still able to move?
Yes. This is your action, though.
Okay, here.
Okay. You see what appears to be more corpses.
And here.
So move, action. You are right
Gotcha.
here. Yep, you're clearing out
Gotcha.
all the space.
Sweet.
Scotty's not here. Grub's turn. Slithering and sliming his way towards the central. He lets out a scream of rage as he quickly finds that his charge is missing. Opsky, it's your turn.
Whose turn is it?
It's yours.
Mine? Oh,
Yes.
Oh.
What do you do?
Okay.
You've bounced harmlessly
Can I-
off this creature as it slithers away from you, ignoring your assault.
He's like, you cannot escape the great Oscar. I run up to him and grab him by his tail.
Excellent. Go ahead.
I just want to try to throw him to the wall.
Might be able to.
Might be able to.
Yep.
Would I be able to do my talent for it, or
Yes,
no?
it's definitely athletics. You're trying to grab him or grapple him. Oh, crit! Upgrade to a 12. Currently you have him. You have obtained grub within your, I don't know. How are you grabbing him? You critically succeeded.
I can just wrap my hooves around him and I'm holding him down.
He thrashes within your iron vice-like grip. Goldie, it is your turn.
Gonna go. So, sorry. How is he being? How so far? Like, how is he being? What just happened? I missed that.
I'm just holding him by his tail. Just got him.
Okay.
So, currently he is focused on poor Pinnacle.
Okay, I want to go to here,
Okay.
and
There's no
I want to use my hair to try and help pin him down.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me. I guess it'd be a grapple. You could use your hair.
Okay, so I'll use my lively locks.
Okay. You wrap around him, but he struggles against. He's still grappled within Bosquet's iron grip, but you have had no effect on him. Dreamsicle, it is your turn.
Dreamsicle?
What do you do, Dreamsicle?
Oh, how badly is Seb injured?
Pretty bad.
I will run up to Seb and hand them my potion.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Pinnacle, it is your turn.
All right, so we got a pinned opponent up there. So I am going to try and take the opportunity to go out and around here. So I'm going to head immediately to the west.
All right. Right here.
Yeah, that direction.
Move. You find what appears to be giant bones sticking out.
Are they going to impede my movement?
No. They're currently it's a graveyard of sorts, right?
Sure. So I'm going to largely ignore them. They're fascinating, but really I don't have time to be collecting bones.
Where do you go?
And keep moving as far as I can get here.
To the west?
Yes.
You still have
We
an
go
action.
north. I'm not sure. All right, then north as far as I can get with you converting my action to movement.
You are automatically encountered by what appears to be some sort of Pegasus, rearing back in full flight.
Okay, well, we'll have to go around that.
Mm-hmm. On your next turn. Seb, it is your
Yes.
turn.
Sorry, I was eating.
Go ahead.
Okay. I I thankfully nod to Dreamsicle as I swig the potion down.
It's a die 4.
Well, I'm not going to die 4 times. That's what
Maybe.
I'm trying to
We'll see.
Yeah, shut.
You've got 9
You
lives.
get 3 HP back.
Yeah.
Grub's not here.
Fine.
1, 2,
Thank you.
3. Let's see here.
That's level, not stamina. There's stamina. I'm almost at half life now.
Let's see here. Can't get to you, but he's stuck.
Can I still move?
Yes. Grub is going to body slam you,
I know.
Oski.
Oscar.
He lifts up his massive bulk and tries to slam against you. You have to defend yourself with the body as he slams against you. Crit! Crit! You defend yourself. Speaking of which, it is now your turn as he uses his massive bulk to just lean against you, but you easily dodge out of the way. You still have him in his grip. You still have him in your grip.
I see him trying to struggle out of my grip, and I just still have him around my hooves, but I'm trying to throw him into whatever this thing is.
Sure. What are you attempting to where? The pedestal?
Like that. Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead and roll me a body. Definitely use your athletics on this. So you grab him, release him, right? He's slick, right? He's slippery, and your hooves just release him. Anything else?
I don't think I can try to grab him back down or anything, right?
Correct. You tried to slam him against the pedestal. It did not work. You released your action, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to distract.
You still have movement if you wish.
I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
Goldie, it is your turn. Hungry. So hungry.
All right. Probably have to go here.
Yeah, here in 4 minutes, this is where we're going to end it. So probably top of the round. Yep.
I don't think of a way of attacking him. I can use my my telekinesis to. Can I make some rocks with his head land on him?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me telekinesis. This is attack against his body, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yep. You throw the pebbles at him, and pink, pink, pink. They bounce harmlessly off of his slick, wet skin. Dream, it's your turn.
Oh boy, I am gonna pick up a bone and yeet it at him.
Go ahead and yeet it.
Yeet.
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 I'm gonna use telekinesis for it, so.
That's a good end. You hit. Tell me how you slam your rocks against him.
You mean the bone?
Oh, the bone. Yes, the bones.
Just throw a bone.
Everybody's checking everything at him, rocks, bones, everything. You just see this crossfire. Anything else, Green?
Nope. Don't think so.
All right. Pinnacle, it is your turn. You are stopped by a massive statue in your way.
All right. Well, I'm just going to go around behind it and keep heading for the entrance there.
Okay, so your move, and then you spin an action to move again.
Yes.
There we go. Seb, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move here and whip this guy good with my whip.
Whip it real good.
Whip it good. Okay. But I have to downgrade my body because that's strength. Ooh, I crit!
Yep, upgrade.
Upgrade.
Hmm.
I got
You
I
lash
still
out.
fail.
All right. Is this where we end it? It's top of the round. Is this where we end it?
I think so. I really do need to go and do something else.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Peace.